how perfectly I have some Tom Waits coming up in the near future as well. But today, we're giving a little bit more Tom Waits because I'm always up for Tom Waits. We're going to listen to these tracks off of the album Nighthawks at the Diner, 1975 third studio album by Mr. Waits. We're taking a listen to the tracks Better Off Without a Wife and the intro to Better Off Without a Wife. Okay, listen, there's different strokes for different folks. We're giving this a listen because it was suggested and sponsored by R. Gray. Thank you so much for the recommendation. Thank you so much for the suggestion as well. We haven't covered anything off of this particular album. And as I'm pulling up the track list, I see that pretty much every track, if not every track, has an intro that precedes it. A little introduction, a little beginning. So let's go ahead and dive into it. Intro to Better Off Without a Wife, and then Better Off Without a Wife.
For all the bachelors out there tonight. Yeah, for anybody who's never whistled this song.
Is this a live album?
Or maybe you whistled it, but you lost the sheet music. This is, well, actually, I don't mind going to weddings or anything. As long as it's not my own,
I've never heard you just
show up.
speaking.
But I've always kind of been partial to calling myself up on the phone and asking myself out. You know, oh yeah, you call yourself up too, huh? Yeah. Well, one thing about it, you're always around. Yeah, I know. Yeah, you ask yourself out, you know, some class joint somewhere. The Burrito King or something. You know, well, I ain't cheap, you know. Take yourself out for a couple of drinks, maybe, you know. Then you'd be some provocative conversation on the way home. And park in front of the house, you know, and you, oh yeah, you smooth, you know, you put a little nice music on. Maybe you put on like, you know, like shopping music, something that's not too interruptive, you know, and then
Background music.
you know, and slide over real nice, you know. Say, oh, I think you have something in your eye. Well, maybe it's not that romantic with you, but Christ, you know, I get into it, you know. I take myself up to the porch and take myself inside. Or maybe, get a little something in a brandy snifter or something. Would you like to listen to some of my back records? I got something here. Well, usually about 2:30 in the morning, you've ended up taking advantage of yourself, and there ain't no way around that, you know.
That's one way to put it.
Yeah, making a scene with a magazine, there ain't no way around it. I'll confess, you know, I'm no different, you know. I'm
like a
not weird
stand-up.
about it or anything. I don't tie myself up first. I just, you know, just kind of spend a little time with myself.
Here we go.
So this is kind of a little anthem here. All my friends are married, every Tom and Dick and Harry. You must be strong if you're to go it alone. Here's to the bachelors and the Bowery Bombs, those who feel that they're the ones that are better off without a wife. 'Cause how like I sleep into the crack of noon, midnight howling at the moon, going out when I want to, and I'm coming home when I please. Don't have to ask permission, I I go out fishing, never have to ask for the keys. I never been no Valentino, but I had a girl who lived in Reno. Left me for a trumpet player, but it didn't get me down. He was wanted for assault. No, it said it wasn't his fault. You know the coppers roared him right out of town. I've been sleeping until the crack of noon, midnight howling in the moon, and I've been going out when I want to, coming home when I please.
Great bass playing.
Have to ask permission, I wanna go out fishing, never have to ask for the keys. I see I'm kind of selfish about my privacy. Now as long as I can be with me, we get along so well I can't even believe it. Love to chew the fat with folks, I've been listening to all your dirty jokes. I'm so thankful for these friends I do receive. I've been sleeping until the crack of noon, midnight howling in the moon, and I've been going out when I want to, coming home when I please. Don't have to ask permission, I wanna go out fishing, never have to ask for the keys, no. Now, say I got this girl I know, man, and she been married several times. I don't want to end up like her. I mean, she been married so many times. She got rice marks all over her face. And, yeah, you know the kind.
I love it. I love it. Coming.
Yeah.
So first of all, I did not know this was a live album. That's the first thing. I've never heard Tom just speaking. I mean, some of his singing is very close to it, but I've never just heard him in a conversational tone speaking. And it's just funny how much of a artist as he is, he can also be a stand-up comedian, which a stand-up comedian is also an artist, just of a different form. But I like how he's just chatting with the audience, telling a great story. And I like when you hear a singer. Usually you find that in like a lot of folk songs and, like modern. I'm talking like 1900s modern. In 2000s modern, like kind of talking to the audience and having a little bit of a laugh with them and just having a nice conversation. I like how we get that in the intro to this particular track. And it's not only a great setup, just with the audience, but it's a great setup to the song and to the point where it's getting off to, better phrasing, better off without a wife, I like how it's just him talking in the beginning in that intro with the piano. And, it's just starting off with the melody. There's those insertions of the wedding theme that come in. And of course, the audience loves that and knows exactly where it's going. And he's just riffing with them. Then when we move into the actual performance in the song itself, he sounds just as good as always with that beautiful gravelly voice that he has. The band backing up is really nice as well, especially the bass playing. That was really fantastic. That's going to be Jim Hugart on the bass. Really enjoyed what he brought to this particular track. I see I'm looking at his information. He's worked with many, many people, such as Natalie Cole, Frank Sinatra, Tom Waits, of course, we hear here. And he's worked with Tom Waits on several others albums. He's also worked with, let's see. Like I said, a lot of people here. You can see what I'm seeing. Joan Baez, Joni Mitchell, and Court and Spark. Okay. Boz Scaggs. And the list goes on and on and on from there. So very experienced, especially when it comes to jazz playing, and he was perfect here. Mike Melvoin on the piano. Okay, we've heard from him before. Pete Chrislieb on the sax, which we didn't get a taste of, and then Bill Goodwin, rather, on the drums. But yeah, I love how like jazzy, how intimate, how bluesy in some ways, but at the end of the day, honestly, how funny it was. That's what at the end of the day it comes down to. Here, I'm not gonna read all the lyrics to the intro as you heard it with me, but just part of it, just part of it for all the bachelors out there tonight. Anyone who's ever whistled this song, and that's when he plays, of course, the wedding theme. Maybe you whistled it, but you lost the sheet music. And he goes on to himself, and I didn't exactly get the innuendo at first, but I've always kind of been partial to calling myself up on the phone and asking myself out, Is that a euphemism that I'm not aware of? I know what it means, but I've never heard that one. You ask yourself out to some classy place like the Burrito King. And then he, talks about, the date and, thinking it's going to go somewhere in the car. It doesn't quite go there because he doesn't have that romantic charisma to say something. But he says, I think you have something in your eye trying to slide over. And, well, goes inside, puts on a record, but not for her, for him. And usually 2:30 in the morning, you end up taking advantage of yourself, as he says. And then go from there. All my friends are married, every Tom and Dick and Harry. You must be strong if you're to go it alone. Here's to the bachelors and the Bowery bums, those who feel that they're the ones that are better off without a wife. Because I love the chorus. I like to sleep till the crack of noon, midnight howling at the moon. Going out when I want to and I'm coming home when I please. Don't have to ask permission if I want to go fishing. Never have to ask for the keys. I love this line. The way he smoothly transitions. I want to go out fishing. I love that. I've never been no Valentino, but I had a girl who lived in Reno. Left me for a trumpet player. Well, it didn't get me down. He was wanted for assault. And though when he said it weren't his fault, the coppers rode him right out of town. Yeah, I'm kind of selfish about my privacy. Now, as long as I can be with me, we get along so well, I can't believe it. I love to chew the fat with folks. I'll be listening to all your dirty jokes. I'm so thankful for these friends I do receive. See, he's not alone. I like that. He likes to hang out with people. He's just not interested in tying the knot. Hey, I've got this girl I know, man, and she's been married several times, and I don't want to end up like her. I mean, she's been married so many times, she got rice marks all over her face. Yeah, you know the kind. I have no idea what rice marks means, and honestly, I don't even want to click the annotation to find out. I don't know. Some things perhaps are better left unsaid. You let me know what you all thought of the track. I think. Oh, actually, come back here before you leave. I wanted to read a little bit about this album. I wanted to get a little bit of a background. Third studio album, recorded over 4 sessions in July. In the LA Record Plant studio in front of a small invited audience set up to recreate the atmosphere of a jazz club. Gotcha. That's even more creative. Instead of just doing it live, like actually trying to recreate that audience. I think that's even better. We did it as a live recording, which was unusual for an artist so new. Cohen and I both had a sense that we needed to bring out the jazz in Waits more clearly. He was a great performer on stage. So we started talking about where we could do an album and have a live feel to it. Then I remembered that Barbra Streisand had made a record at the old Record Plant Studios. There was a room there that she got an entire orchestra into. Back in those days, they would just roll all the consoles around to where they needed them. So Herb and I said, let's see if we can put tables and chairs in there and get an audience in and record a show. I think that is incredibly creative and a fantastic idea. And I think at least listening to this track, it worked in spades. Now, you can let me know what you guys thought of the track down below. Randy, thank you so much once again for the request. I truly appreciate that. Thank you so much for the support. Hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day, and I will see you all later. Bye, guys.